Hey everyone, what's going on? Greg here again from Team Blast. So I'm in SEMRush and I track all of my clients' keywords on a daily basis to get the aggregate ranking and to also see if we're either having traffic gains or traffic drops, which would tell us if our expected traffic is either going to increase, stay the same, or decrease throughout the month. But this is actually what I noticed. A lot of times, if you don't track your keywords on a daily basis, you go into SEMrush and you say, okay, for the month of April, TM Blast is about 800 or so organic visits we're expecting. Traffic is increasing for the brand. That's very good. But when I go into the landscape mode, these are now my core keywords that I'm tracking. Now, obviously, this is it's going to differ based off the keywords I'm tracking, but I can already see here, hey, my organic traffic has actually been dropping. Back on the 27th of March, I had about 16 organic visits per day, roughly, and now it's down to 7.63. This is actually really critical because let's pretend this number was much larger. Let's pretend this is 4,000 visits. Now we're down to 3,200. So that's a pretty big drop. 800 expected visits decrease per day. I go then into the overview section and I get a snapshot of, okay, like what are the keywords that are growing, where the keywords are dropping. Let's pretend over here the keyword local SEO New York went from position 5 to position 12. I would see that difference and say, okay, this is a big keyword. There's 1,300 roughly searches per month for this keyword. We dropped. This is something we need to absolutely focus on to improve our keyword rankings so we get more of that traffic. Having the daily keyword rankings is really critical because every day I go into all of my clients' accounts and I pull the latest day and I put it into an Excel spreadsheet and make an aggregate monthly view. And actually, depending on how long you are a client of mine, I'll have even historicals year over year as well. But I can really see though that, okay, traffic, let's say for the first 15 days of the month was really strong. But on the 16th, though, we went from position, let's say 3 to position 8. And we've stayed there now for the past couple of days. Let's say now it went on for a week. We're noticing a little bit of a slowdown in overall traffic to the site. And if the conversion rate stays the same, therefore, we're probably getting a little bit less leads from organic search. Then this is what I would do next. So let's just pretend that I'm going to go to my pages report over here, and I'll just kind of summarize kind of what I would do next. Let's say my Apple Maps page is the big page that is seeing a total volume decrease. I'm gonna go to this page over here. What I would do next is if I'm looking at this and say, okay, keyword rankings have been dropping now consistently, and I'm seeing an expected organic traffic drop. I'm gonna go back in here. I'm gonna use a tool called ClearScope to sort of refresh the content. I'm actually gonna look at the top few results within Google and even Bing to get an idea of who's ranking there in the top couple listings. And what I might even do next is I might even play around with the video schema markup on my page. So right now I'm going after Apple Maps SEO, but maybe I might even change that to a longer tail keyword to kind of see like what might play this a little bit better. And obviously for my clients too, if you don't have videos, we'll do things like image optimization, internal links, title tag changes, H1 tag changes, H2 tags. But the point though is that when you go back into the organic rankings report, you look at this and say 852 traffic is at its highest. I can kind of sit back and not really worry about what needs to be done next. But if you're looking at the accounts like I am on a daily basis, you're going to actually notice this within the landscape and say, okay, how are all my clients doing? Are the ones that are growing, which is obviously the most important? We feel really good about the SEO strategy. We need to continue that to get them more traffic and more leads. But when I go into the landscape view, let's say for a TM Blast, let's pretend this number was um, 700 visits per day, and that's down from the let's say 2,000 visits we were supposed to be getting. That's a big indicator that something's wrong. We have to go into it to quickly figure out what the page is, what the keyword is, and then maybe refresh the content to then ultimately have a better keyword ranking, so we can get more traffic then back to our website. But anyway, I want to record this video, kind of explain a little bit of how I use the daily keyword tracking to both track traffic gains and also traffic losses. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and as always, have a good rest of your day.